Friends, comrades, welcome back to our little nation of Tecnovakia. Before we get into today's schedule and today's plan, I have to admit, and well, I'm just a human being, even as the party secretary, rare as it is, I do make mistakes, and we're looking at one currently. But I'm not ashamed to admit it. It's okay. It does happen, and we'll just address this and fix it. Could we cancel holidays for everybody in the planning office for the next 6 months? So, where was I? Yes, we do want to fix that little mistake I made, and by letting burn down our train diesel station. Oh well. So we gotta retract the what are these? Rail tracks. Yes, a little bit, and then rebuild that. We have to buy it out. Lucky for me, though, the mistake is not that costly, but it's another 10,000 rubles that are down the drain, so not great, but we can survive it. The only thing is we have to be very precise to not have weird kinks in the rail. So a second of concentration. Actually, sorry, I don't want to buy it right away, because if I misplace it just a little bit, I won't be able to fix it. Okay, this looks alright. This looks alright. This and this looks alright too. And for some reason the road for the fire department access also burned down. That is rare. Usually roads don't burn in this game, but in this case it did happen. That's okay though, we're gonna rebuild that. Well, if I could actually do it. As usual, just build the hard part first, like so, and then connect it up. We're gonna rebuild that and make it look just the way it did before. See, and there's the access for the fire department, just as it has been before. And we're gonna rebuild after that fire, and actually, I think that counts towards, yeah, we'll build this with dollars, and this one here as well. There we go. What's the problem here? This piece of the tracks is still under construction. Okay. Then we need to rebuild that, rebuy that fuel that burned. And there we are, good as new. The train should now be able to find a way. It did. Okay, so now it's picking up steam. Okay, nice. Good, so that one is done and dusted, and hopefully it won't happen again. To make sure, we're going to invest in a brand new fire truck, and we're going to take the W50. And we're going to slowly replace these. I think I'm going to move over the Skoda trucks to to Messina, and then later on to Valoka, and slowly replace Berlin's fire truck with actual German trucks from that time. Makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Anywho, so the big project was and is, and we're gonna have to get rid of a little bit of sowing and growing progress. We want to move this industry down toward here, just to reduce the pollution in Berlin, and maybe gain a little bit of valuable ground that we could use to build on. So that is what I want to do. This field here, we're gonna let that be harvested fully, but these here we're gonna get rid of, even though it's a damn shame, all these crops that have been planted, but progress demands sacrifice, and that is one of the sacrifices that had to be made, sadly. Actually, this is gonna bother me. We have to make a proper connection. There we go. Okay, and speaking of proper connections, we don't currently have anybody on this road. So how about we fix this as well? Because that is also very ugly here. We're gonna eventually make this an asphalted road, but for now I'm gonna buy out a bit of gravel road. We're gonna just take this here and then do a sharp turn to here. That should not be too expensive. Let's actually have 2 turns. That looks more pretty. There we go. That is 4,000 rubles. That's not too bad. I'm going to reconnect this just to have a clean, straight line that we could build our industry on. I'm going to reconnect the farming access. Okay, so now we've got a little bit of a construction space here, and I did look around a little bit and experiment. There's not many ways to do this proper that I could think of. The problem is these buildings you can't change their factory access, and the biggest problem actually, I wanted to supply them with a grain silo. The biggest problem on this front though is that the grain silo only has two connections. So if I use these 2 connections to connect them to the food factory and the distillery, I will then only have this little road access to fill up the granary, and that's not gonna do, because we'll have currently 2 farms, maybe later on more, supplying grains to this. So that is not an option. So the only building that could accommodate that is the warehouse, which can hold far less crops, though it does hold 500 tons, so we should be okay. And I'm gonna try a setup. I'm not sure if it does work, but it should be okay as much. It should be like as efficient as this one, I think. And the theory behind all that, and that could backfire spectacularly, but the theory behind all that is that the output of food and alcohol actually isn't so great that we can't bring it to the warehouse via forklifts. So we're gonna have 2 warehouses connected and have one be filled with forklifts. That's gonna be in this spot here once the field is actually harvested. And yeah, so that is the plan. Now let's get into the actual layout. Into the actual layout. Yes. My brain stopped working. TecToss exit stopped working. The food factory was the distillery was the one I wanted to do first. What did I want to do here? Yeah, like that. Exactly. So the distillery is gonna, we're just gonna plan it, we're not gonna build anything yet. But the distillery is gonna go in that corner with a little bit of distance, because you'll see later. Hopefully, if my plan works out. So we're gonna put the distillery like this, and then we'll have a factory access over here. And then we will have the actual food factory here. Maybe a little bit more space. Come on. Like so. And then we can make a factory connection, like a T connection in between those, and have one factory connection go to the warehouse here. And that will then be supplied through forklifts. Then we'll take a warehouse. And we can connect the warehouse. What was the plan here? Yeah, I think like so. Can connect you like so, and that should work out with the with the factory connection. We can go down. We cannot. Too sharp of a turn. Okay. Manage you. How about here? Really? I could go like this. That would actually work. We can just do that. Okay, and then the last thing we need is a road cargo station. And we're gonna put the road cargo station here. Kind of dislike that though. The road cargo station needs to be reachable from this farm. It's gonna come. Trucks are gonna stream up this road here and down there. As you guys know, we have a road cargo station here and there's constant truck traffic. And we're gonna have another connection to this silo, so trucks are gonna come from this side. So I want it accessible from both sides actually. So we're probably gonna end up moving the warehouse up a little bit. Oops. Well, actually that's not too bad. Just for testing out. Oh yeah, but it doesn't work. Of course it doesn't work. Why would it work? Okay. But that's the general idea of the setup. So we're gonna have to replace all that a little bit more spacious, but that's okay. And I think we're gonna be fine for a while, actually, with the one food factory. I'm thinking of ramping up the distillery connections, though. Is there a layout where we could have a second distillery? What if we go here? Give a bit of... actually, we don't need the space here. Yeah, we could actually cramp that right in the corner here. I was thinking of building the cargo connection over here, but upon a second thought, that doesn't make any sense. We'll do that. Food factory can come over a little bit, so we don't need that. So we would need a distillery, maybe like so. I don't know. That's going to be very difficult. Yeah, that's going to be very, very difficult not to get messed up. I don't think we can do that with a second distillery. And if I think of one, maybe we'll do a layout somewhere else. But for now, I'm gonna go with what I know. I'm gonna go with that layout here. Like so. Now the warehouse should fit in here nicely. That. And then this connection here does connect perfectly. Okay, so now all that's missing is the road cargo station, and that could actually either connect like this, built into infrastructure. We have a footpath connection here and there. That's great. So we can have a bus station here. Yes, like this does work out just fine, I think. Okay. Now let's do the industry connections. You're gonna come here. You're gonna... Didn't that show that it worked? Okay, great. Well, let's just do these first. I'm gonna go here, and we're gonna put a connection in here. Come on, game. No, it doesn't work. Okay, fine. Ah, this is complicated. Okay. We're gonna get it done, don't worry. We're gonna get it done eventually. Okay. So we need a little bit more space between the buildings. If we have that... That should work out, right? Let's connect these. Yes, that works out nicely. Do we want an angle on this? Not really. so, and then we'll factory connection 1 and 2 and 1. Okay, and then we can have the road crossing. Actually, I'll install that right away. That is a modded conveyor. No, forklift facility. Yes, that is that one. I think we can get that done right away. Let's get rid of a bit of road. Go to the mods, get you. Yeah, like so, looks good to me. And that. And we'll buy you out right away. So this road still functions. Good. Okay, now all that's missing is the cargo road cargo center. Storage and warehouses. Why are you not? Okay, is it in here? Road cargo station. A bit flexible on this one. Select those, right? Okay, and then we don't need the... I guess eventually we can move the fields down. Not quite sure if we want to, but... So we'll have the road come along here. And connect you and you. And connect the distillery and connect the food thingy. Now all we need here, and actually we could also start on the construction of the industry connections. Okay, so now all we need is... Yeah, hang on. Before I actually... No, I want to disconnect the building. Okay. Let's actually speed through the night. And now what I also want to do is a bus station, because we do need a couple of workers on here. And quite a few, actually. So the question is where we put that. We certainly want the regular bus stop here. Yeah, this is a little bit difficult. But I think we'll... this is actually very difficult because we can't cross the factory connections. So they'll have to walk across here. And I think I'll put it here, right in between there. Actually, no, I'll put it here. Yep, I like that one better. Let's see where the trucks go. Everybody's going down there, and you are going along here, and there's a bus coming. Okay. As soon as we can deconstruct this, I'll put the bus station in. Can we? Yeah, okay. Let's put in the bus station. Can barely fit here. That's okay though. The gravel road. We have to buy this one, no? But, I mean, it's very cheap. Because otherwise we can't. This one as well. Okay. So now we have that bus connection, and that should be all good. Now we can start construction on these buildings, actually. Okay. Do I actually want... Yeah, I do want... Let's cancel you. And you. And make this connection here a bit straighter. Really? Gonna be like that? Okay. bring out the T and then make it straight like so, as straight as we can anyway. No, not satisfied. Okay, hang on. Road connections in this game. Source of pleasure. Okay, so we can apparently only connect here for whatever reason. No. No. Why can't I have nice things? Okay, so apparently come on. Make the corner a little bit more pretty. Okay, I guess this kind of works. It kind of doesn't. Okay. Deep breathing. There we go. Why not do it right away? There we go. Fine, a freaking lead. Okay. Stop running fast. Okay, so now we're gonna large construction office. Construction office. Everybody's getting built. Okay, so that's gonna take a minute. And once this is set up, we're gonna move our production over there. And we also, of course, need to. Actually, that one has been completely harvested. Great. So we can also start on the second warehouse. Can have you here. Maybe just like so. Maybe we'll do it like this. And then we'll have the forklift facility. I like that part. Okay, but first planning. Don't build things if you're not sure it works. Or at least have a valid reason to believe it would work. Okay. So we'll have you here, and then we'll have the forklift garage here, right? No? Can't build due to infrastructure, because which infrastructure? Okay, fine. We'll have a slightly crooked. Actually, we could do it here. Like so. And then have a. No, don't like it. We can move that one around anyway a little bit. I mean, it's a very cheap building. No problem. Okay. So then we have the export warehouse. The forklifts are gonna bring the wares from here and here to the export warehouse. That's gonna be connected here. Our trucks are gonna bring grains to this warehouse by means of this cargo station. And then our great workers are gonna produce food and alcohol in these two facilities. Yeah, seems to work for me. Okay, and now the farm needs a couple more fields. So we're gonna do that. Yes, maybe in the food and crops related tab, because that's where the fields go. Medium fields, maybe just one here. Like so. We can't squeeze in one here, but we could squeeze one here. Okay. And of course. Yeah, we're gonna make it a little bit ugly. We can fix this mess here later. And then we're gonna assign these to... Okay. I'm going to reduce the number of workers on the fields. There we go. Don't you love that sound? It's like a horse carriage going by. Okay. I'm going to do the same over here, but yeah. Not right now, because we're going to sit here for 10 minutes. Actually, the thing has been built. Why are we without power supply? Really? Oh, come on. Because of 2 millimeters? How much are we actually missing? Okay, so it's a little more than 2 millimeters, but that does hurt. Luckily, we could squeeze it in here. Kinda. Maybe here? Yeah, we could squeeze it in here. So let's do that. I'm gonna buy it out. Actually, it wasn't necessary to buy it out, but for now I think we're just fine. Oh no, we don't have trucks available. Okay, so fine, we need to deal with this. So let's deal with it. Yes, we can launch you. And then we take the medium wires. Once the dust settles. Come on now. There. Lucky we can go at almost right angles now, so this doesn't look too ugly, and there we go. It's a bit of a dirty fix, but hey. I'm gonna pay this construction. Okay. So now we have power. Great. So, and the way this works is we buy a couple of covered hull trucks here. You can 4 tons, 6 tons. So the Skoda are still state-of-the-art. Yeah. So we're just gonna buy a couple. And then we're gonna add all these fields here. And the silo. And we're gonna load crops on the fields. And we're gonna unload it in the grain storage. And that should work out nicely. Even though it complains it doesn't have trucks available. We currently don't have any fields growing, but that should actually... we could check it out on this one here. That should be finished growing in a minute. And that should actually work out. Can we rush it? There we go. Okay, so now workers or mechanisms to send. And now a mechanism should go from the... There it comes. And we're gonna speed through the night once more. But once we have this mechanism on the field, we should then have one of these trucks go there. I'm just gonna wanna verify that it actually works. Okay. Yeah, and here they come. Very, very good. Okay, and then we gotta fiddle around with the percentages a little bit, like, do we want them at 10%? But yeah, I don't think. Destination buildings when smaller than 90%, yeah, we want to use that to the max. Okay, now it's sitting here and taking the crops. It's actually waiting until loaded, which is awesome, because that's the most efficient. Okay, great. So now we can have loads of these fields here. I'm not going to extend capabilities just yet, because we didn't finish this area yet, and it's going to be a bit... Yeah, it's going to be a bit messy. So we're just going to fill the silo here in case... Okay, great. And now we actually can do the same over here. But we have a lot more of these fields. So let's add all the fields. Nope. Quick save messing me up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so now we got all the fields here. All we need now is a couple of trucks, and then we can go. And yeah, that should... I'll actually buy 2 Skodas for now, because they're rather expensive with their almost 9,000. Oh, we might also want to set the destination building. That is the granary down here, and we want to unload at the granary. And yeah, make this 90%. Okay, and now what we can do, okay, the trucks are moving now. So now what we can do is actually take these suckers and change their workplace. Okay, so I gave the order to all of them. That should work out. Yeah, we got 2 spots here, so now we can buy another tractor and another harvester. And once this guy switches, yeah, we can then actually buy another truck, another harvester and another tractor, and that should increase our production capabilities quite significantly. But for now we're going to leave it at that. We also need, of course, to add more fields. Where can we comfortably do that? I guess. Also, by the way, we need to reduce workers here. Can we go below 10? Yes, we can. But most importantly, we need to reduce here. We don't need that many barrels for now. Barrels? Did I say? Boards. We also don't need that many barrels, but I don't even know if the game has barrels. Okay. Are there any buildings burning? No? Okay. Gosh darn it. That was a stupid mistake. Okay, construction going here, coming along here. We're building down here. Nice, 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 nice. Soon we're gonna have the fun task. What are you guys doing here? Something's wrong. Why are you... Valoka bus stop. Huh. But there's no workers on here. Okay, I'm gonna buy out this. It's cheap anyway. But this modding bus station, it's just I don't know. I'm probably gonna exchange it for the regular one. It's nothing but trouble so far. I just want to test it one final time if this works actually, if we have a cul-de-sac like this. But I think the bus then can't go in here and turn around. I think that's the problem. Anyway, so we didn't get to the city planning aspect, which is I wanted to start planning our new city area over here. What we can do though, before we call it an episode, is get a couple of residentials built over here. And I think we had these, yep, these brick flats. So let's get a couple of those going, because we're gonna need plenty of workers here. Like that. Okay, we also need to asphalt all these. We probably want to have some illuminated street, maybe this main street here, and make this area a little bit more pretty. At least they have one inspirational statue over there. Good. So now the reconstruction is done. We have started agri production over here, slowly but surely. And I made a couple changes for efficiency. Of course, this farm here also is going to get their own distribution center. But first we need to get all of this here done. And then we can deal with that. Okay, guys. I think I didn't... Oh, before we call it quits, one quick look. We still don't have enough gravel. Okay, so I'll do that before I call it an episode, because I'll forget otherwise. We'll buy a couple of road connections. Just a bit here, and that bit here, and we'll cancel a couple. Ah, that was awesome. Yeah, that's exactly what we want to do. Like so. Okay, so now we got we're gonna have a second route rather. I'm gonna buy a couple of dumpers. Where are they? There we are. Are there any more efficient dumpers? 6 tons, no, 12 tons. This one here absolutely takes the cake. I mean, this here is better, but the price is ridiculous. So we'll go with this T138. They've been tried and true. And you come from here to there. We don't wait until loaded. We do wait until unloaded over here. And that should be it, actually. And now we... Oh, where's that guy going? Copy schedule, that's gonna work. Okay. And now we can also launch. Okay, and now we'll have a second gravel line, and I'll have to buy out this piece of road as well. And that should make our gravel production a lot more efficient. And for prettification's sake, we're gonna make this here a gravel road as well. Like so. I don't think anybody needs to go here directly currently. But we'll find out what has been messed up by this in the next episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one, and we'll see each other, well, in 2 days, I guess. Until then, enjoy your day, and goodbye.